Hi, friends. Welcome to It's G and Me. I'm Miss G, and today we have a story remake. What does that mean? You've probably heard of the story before, and if you haven't, that's okay. It's called The Little Red Riding Hood. Now, this is a new take on it. So, this story is called The Real Tale of the Little Red Riding Hood and the Wolf by Judith Westerfield. Judith Westerfield is the author and illustrator. So let's see the differences in this story. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, lived a little orphan wolf. How he became an orphan is not known, the records being lost long ago in the archives of the forest. He didn't know what big teeth he had. He didn't know what a bushy tail he had. He didn't know how hairy he was. He didn't know how scary he was. All he knew was that he was alone in the big, big forest, filled with creatures that ran away as soon as he approached. Day by day, so the birds wouldn't fly away, he sat far, far below the treetops, listening to them sing to each other from high above. He watched far away the birds playing so they wouldn't leap out of sight. He Look at the birds. He snuck peeks at the birds sharing their meals from behind a bush so they wouldn't know he was there. Every morning he ate breakfast alone. Every evening he dined out for supper alone. Every night he settled down to sleep alone. One day the little orphan wolf decided to set out from his forest home to find someone somewhere to be his friend. Along the way he came upon a little girl. She had a little curl and wore a red cape and hood. Why she wore a red cape and hood is not known, the records being lost long ago in the archives of the forest. Because she was so young, she didn't know how scary the orphan wolf was and asked, "Where are you going, Mr. Wolf?" "I'm off to find a friend. I'm off to find a friend to dine with. I'm looking for a friend to play with. And most of all, I want a friend to talk with. I'm very lonely." The little girl, feeling sorry for the little orphan wolf, said, "Do come with me to Grandma's house. She makes delicious muffins from berries I picked in the forest. She sits at the table and listens to me talk. Grandma loves all God's creatures. Although she can't be your grandma, perhaps she could be your friend." "I don't know what a grandma is," replied the little wolf, "but a grandma sounds exactly like the friend I'm looking for." And so the little orphan wolf set off with the little girl with a curl, wearing a red cape and hood, to Grandma's house. They passed a giant blueberry bush. "Stop here to pick up berries for the delicious muffins Grandma makes," explained the little girl with a curl. They passed a field of purple flowers. Purple's my favorite color. "Stop here to pick flowers for Grandma to put on the table where we sit and she listens to me talk," said the little girl. They passed a bubbling brook where waters ran. "Stop here for a drink to refresh ourselves after all our work, picking blueberries and purple flowers," announced the little girl, wearing a red cape and a hood. As they passed over the crest of the hill, the little girl cried, "There's Grandma's house. Let's see if she will be your friend." Aw. Grandma greeted the little girl and the little orphan wolf peeking out from behind, not sure what a grandma was. The grandma had a big smile, the biggest smile the little orphan wolf had ever seen. The little girl announced, "Grandma, I've bought you berries so you can make delicious muffins. I brought you flowers to put on the table where we sit and you listen to me talk. I've brought you a little orphan wolf who is lonely and looking for a friend." Now, the little orphan wolf's eyes grew big, having never seen Grandma before. Not knowing what to do, he opened his big mouth, showed his big teeth, and wagged his pushy tail. My, what big teeth you have, gasped Grandma. The better to protect you with, replied the wolf. My, what big eyes you have, marveled Grandma. The better to lovingly look up at you with, replied the little wolf. So already it's a little different, right, friends? My, what a bushy tail you have, exclaimed Grandma. The better to wag with happiness, replied the wolf. My, how hairy you are, said Grandma. The better to cuddle and keep you warm, said the wolf. My, oh my, Grandma sighed. You must stay with me. Oop, oop, oop. I'll feed you delicious muffin treats, and you can sit and listen to me while I talk. And because you are one of God's creatures, I will call you D-O-G. Ooh, friends, what's that mean? D-O-G. D-Og. Dog. Very good. Whereupon he looked up at Grandma's big eyes, opened his big wolf mouth, showed his big wolf teeth, wagged his bushy wolf tail, stuck out his wet wolf tongue, and gave Grandma a appreciative lick. He found his friend. The end. Isn't that so sweet? So, what's a little different, my friends? Well, the wolf was nice in this one, right? And Grandma was okay, and they were all friends. And in the end, it ended up being dun 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 dun. The wolf ended up being a dog. All right, friends, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the video, and I love you guys. See you guys again soon.